Hi, I'm Poke Villalon with Stellar Fishing, and today's video is going to be 7 locations here in Corpus Christi to launch your boat. They're no particular order from best to worst or anything. It's just 7 locations, and I've launched from all 7 of these places. And basically this video is going to give you the pros and cons of launching at each of these locations and showing you on a map locations as to exactly where they're at, all the way from North Beach all the way down to the Laguna Madre, and all the way to the island. So make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and make sure to visit stellarfishingtackle.com for all your tackle needs, and we'll take care of you. And good luck fishing. And here's your 7 locations to launch your boat in the Corpus Christi area. Thank you. Our first boat ramp is right here in downtown Corpus Christi. This is where the T heads, and actually we are on the last one, which is an L head. And as you can see, there's a skyline of Corpus. And this boat ramp, I've never seen more than 1 or 2 people trying to launch a boat at any time. It's very convenient because you have Jane's bait house right there where you got plenty of bait, beer, supplies, whatever you're going to need to take out your boat. But this one, I've launched from here a couple of times, and of course out there's the Corpus Christi Bay, and you've got the big jetties that goes all the way making its protective wall. And my thing is, if you're going to go game fishing, they probably don't launch too many boats from here, because you're miles and miles from excellent fishing spots, here in the bay. As a matter of fact, you'd have to head in that direction to go toward Portland to get back there into the back bay for some really good fishing. So I think this boat ramp is more just for your recreational boaters, sailboats, which of course, when you look at the marina, the majority of them are sailboats in this area, because the game fishing is way far away from here. So keep that in mind. But this is a public boat ramp. I've used it a few times. I learned not to use it anymore because you have to go a long way to get to good fishing spots. So that's the first boat ramp I'm going to talk about today. Let's go on to the next one. Our next location is the Laguna Marina here in the very back of Flower Bluff here in Corpus Christi, Texas. They're a full line bait and tackle store and a full marina where you can just launch your boat from here. But if not, we've got boat ramps. There's 2 boat ramps here. And of course, taking a look at the map, you will see that this location is ideal for launching your boat, because that's the closest route when you go south on the Intercoastal Canal and the Laguna Madre. For the people that like to fish along King Ranch, along the shores down there, and when you take a look at the map, I'm pointing out the different locations. So make sure to keep this in mind. And although technically it's a private boat ramp that's owned by this marina, they do charge you $10 to launch your boat from here. And of course, then you can just park your vehicle back here for the day while you're out there fishing. But as you can see, this is during the weekday and it stays pretty busy. So it's an ideal place, and it's the closest one to getting out there in the Laguna Madre along the King Ranch coast. So keep this boat ramp in mind. And it's very seldomly it's busy to where you have to wait, but it's a good launch. So let's go to the next one. Our next boat ramp is below the Kennedy Causeway, which, if you're coming from Corpus Christi out to the island, this is the biggest boat ramp, not so much in size, but in the number of people that are going to be launching their boats here. And on weekends and even on some of the weekdays in the morning, this entire parking lot will just fill up wall-to-wall trucks with trailers and launching their boats. And the thing is, this is Billings Bait and Tackle, and down there you have Clem's Marina, which between the 2 of them, they supply a lot of fishing tackle and bait. And this boat ramp, there's one identical to it over there by Clem's, and this is probably the most active and busy boat ramp. And the reason why people love to launch from here, because when you take a look at the map, this takes you to the Packri Channel, which takes you out into the Gulf. And if you just go this way and you go north, that's the Intercoastal Canal, which runs you out into the Corpus Christi Bay if you go that way. If you go south, that takes you down the intercoastal, all the way south for the people that like to fish all the way down to Bird Island and stuff. So this is an ideal place to launch because it is centered. It is right in the middle. But let me tell you this, because I have launched boats here many a times, and it is a pain in the ass. If you're not a professional, back up your boat into the boat ramp, you're going to get people that are aggravated. They honk at you. They get mad if you're too slow getting your boat in and out. And because basically this is where a ton of your fishing guides launch their boats from. So I would tell you that this is a great place to launch. I don't think so, just because of the hassle. If you're just one of these, if you're not a professional, just know that if you come out here on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, they're going to wreak havoc on you trying to get your boat launched and to get it out of the water, to park your trailer afterwards. But if that's your thing and you can get in and out of places quick, this is the ideal place to launch from, just because it is centralized right in the middle of the fishing heaven here in Corpus Christi. So let's go on to the next fishing location. The next, not fishing location, but the next boat ramp location. Our next boat ramp location is Marker 37 Marina. And there's the Causeway. Of course, the portion of the video we just did was on the other side where Clem's and Billings is. This is over here on the opposite side, on the south side of the Causeway. And this one has two nice big boat ramps here. And along, of course, Marker 37, they've got a full line of bait and tackle in there, and also, you know, all the live bait you're going to need. And when you launch from here, they got plenty of parking to park your trucks and your trailer and everything else while you wait. It is free. It's a public location, just like, and I didn't mention that with Billings and Clem's on that side. That's also a free boat ramp. You do not have to pay to launch from there. But this is, again, a lot of boaters, a lot of your fishing guides launch from here in the morning, because it's easy in, easy out. So I've launched from here one time. They do have fuel on the other side too, and it's a little bit of a hassle too, just like Clem's, but just because it's the same thing. It's centered. You're minutes away from all the great fishing locations when you launch from here. So this is a Marker 37 Marina. So put that on your list of places to launch your boat, and we'll go on to the next location. This next location is probably my favorite boat launch here in Corpus Christi. Of course, it's out here on North Padre Island. It's right on the Packri Channel. If you look that way, that's where the Packri Channel comes from the Gulf, runs right past here, under the bridge, and goes to the intercoastal. So right here, this is an ideal place because A, it's got two double wide boat ramps and a ton of parking. I mean, there's more parking here than you can shake a stick at. And the thing is, here, there's just not a lot of people that launch their boats from here. But to me, it's ideal because there's no rush. You can take your time launching the boat, unlike over by Billings and Clemens, where you're in a hurry. You know, here you can take your time, and actually, there's a couple of nice little fishing spots to go from here too. But the people that launch from here, well, the reason I think it's ideal is if you go left, you go out into the Gulf. So basically your bigger boats are going to launch from here, the ones that are going to go fishing out in the Gulf. But to me, you launch from here, and when you take a look at the map, you launch from here, you go under that bridge, and you're only about 2 miles from Clem's and Billings to hit the intercoastal canal, where you can go left, you know, south or north. And even when you pass under this bridge, you go about a 1/4 mile, you can basically hang a right and go across, you know, the water through some of your shallower waters to get over there to Kate's Hoe and Dead Man's Hoe. So this, to me, is the ideal place to launch, especially if you're in no hurry whatsoever and you're just relaxing and you don't want all the stress of having to put your boat in the water and get it back out later. So this is the Packri Channel, and this is a nice park. They renovated this entire location probably about 8 or 9 years ago and made it a great place to launch. And it's got a pavilion over there too. If you bring some barbecue stuff, just kick back, and plenty of places to fish here and also launch your boat. So keep that in mind on the places to launch. This is ideal, and this is my favorite. Our next boat ramp is a boat ramp that's between Gregory, Portland, and Corpus Christi, and this is highway that comes in. It goes all the way to the new bridge in Corpus. There's Corpus on the horizon. They completely redid this boat ramp. Before, it was just caliche and shell. They just had a couple of little boat ramps here, and they spent some dollars here from Portland. And this is a Chris Andrews boat launch, and now it's very, very nice. And they got a double wide boat ramp here with a cleaning station, and actually like a little, it's not a pier, but it's just so you can park your boat on the side while you get everything prepped up. Nice concrete parking lot, plenty of room to park out here. And this is an ideal boat launch for the people who like to fish the back bay over here and on the other side of the Causeway here in Corpus Christi, all the way back there, the back bay, and of course on the other side is Sunset Lake. So make sure to keep this in mind, because they built all those little modified islands out there, so it attracts a lot of redfish and trout. Not so much on the black drum, but the trout and the redfish. And this is a perfect place to launch your boat to fish the back bay of Nueces, of the Nueces Bay. So keep that in mind, and let's get to the last boat ramp to launch here in Corpus. Our last boat ramp here in Corpus Christi is located on the very northern tip of North Beach, and this is right next to Aqua Bites. It's a little restaurant slash bait and tackle store, and this is right when the Causeway ends coming from Portland into Corpus Christi. And of course that way you can see it's toward Corpus with the new bridge. And once you launch your boat, and here I believe they charge you probably $5 to launch your boat, but this is ideal for launching your boat here if you want to go fish just like the previous boat ramp on the Portland side, to fish the back bay, the Corpus Christi back bay. A very nice lighthouse here too. That's how easy it is to find. You can launch it from here, but the pier and the little launch pad has seen better days, but still it's an excellent place to put your boat in and get all the way back there in the back bay and get some fishing done here. And this is on North Beach, so with the new bridge construction and everything, it's kind of hard to get here. You still got to go over the old bridge, but it'll get you here and you can launch from here. And that's it for our boat launches, our boat ramps here in Corpus Christi. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button, and make sure to visit stellarfishingtackle.com for all your bait and not bait, just all your fishing tackle needs. We do a lot of mail order, so we're not shy about mailing our stuff anywhere. So thank you very much, and good luck fishing.